Welcome back to the Real AF TV podcast, the show about fishing and random takes from the land of 10,000 lakes. We got sort of jostled around there in the fishing part, Tim.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna,
technical difficulties.
yeah, we got a lot of shit thrown at us, and we even had trouble getting this one going. And hopefully, my video feeds back. People who've been watching the show regularly since we put up the video feed are going to notice that, hey, look at it. It's a whole new location. Yeah. Shit got
Yep.
really jostled around, and hopefully we're running okay.
Yeah, right. Shit got weird.
Yeah.
Over on my side, not so much.
Well, we lost your video feed at some point too in that first half, and I don't even know where.
Very true, but like things haven't changed over on my side as far as everything goes because I don't touch shit.
Oh,
Like,
right. Yeah.
This is all set up, and then when I'm done recording, I walk away and it stays exactly like it was.
Right.
Since the day proof in the pudding. Here's some wrapping paper from our Christmas special.
So as soon as I leave, it's all there, no
as
matter
soon as
what.
I leave. Yep.
Garbage.
And wrapping paper ain't hurting nobody. It's garbage, but it ain't gross garbage, you know?
Yeah, it's not empty whiskey bottles. It's all fine. Just hanging out.
Full ones too. More or less. I don't have a lot of empty whiskey bottles. That's kind of a side note, but like I can't remember the last time I finished a bottle. I feel like I'm just in that stage of life. I used to buy a bottle and I'd be like, I'm drinking this whole thing. And now I buy a bottle and I'll drink a little bit out of it one night.
Mhm.
And then I'll be like, kind of bored with that one.
I'm going to pick another one up on the ride home. And
just like, I totally understand why people have liquor cabinets. When I was young, I'm like, how do you have a liquor cabinet? Like, how do you not just drink the whole bottle?
Right.
And now I'm like, because, you know,
because I can't.
Because I'm not poor anymore.
Right.
And I don't need to finish this bottle.
Right. I can just go pick up another one and I'm okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right, dude. Well, here we are in the second half. We made it, I think. I don't know. We'll wait until the podcast is over to really be the determiner of that. But we're going to talk music, dude. We haven't talked about music in a long time. As I said before in the beginning, it's been something that's always sort of bonded us. And I was just thinking about it leading into today's podcast. And I was just like, dude, we got to talk about music because we went on a little rant about Silk Sonic. I think it was either when we recorded that. It was within the last month. I can't remember if it was after one of the holiday specials or what it was, but like we kind of went into a little rant and it was off pod and like we were just waiting for downloads and uploads to happen. And I was like, we should have just done that on mic.
Right. Yeah. Because it was like as soon as the podcast was over, for some reason it was like, oh, now that nobody's here, dude, Silk Sonic. It's like, I mean, wait, right? Why?
Yeah, it was like we were pretending that that's not a thing to like. It was like the NSYNC kids. I can't remember if you said that actually on mic or not.
Yeah, I think I did
in the first half, but yeah, it's like that.
Yep.
Like for some reason the mics went off, and it's like, okay, it's just us, right? Silk Sonic's cool. Yeah.
Right. Silk Sonic's badass.
What do you mean?
But there's no shame in Silk Sonic.
Hell
like
no.
I tell everybody. But it was just one of those things where like it didn't pertain to what we were talking about. So as soon as we were done, we're just like, hey, now that we're not talking about whatever we were talking about.
Right. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Dude, and then prior to the podcast, you had messaged me and said, Bootsy, don't forget about Bootsy. And I was like, dude, Bootsy's like on the record. If you actually look at the front of this featuring Bootsy Call, it's like a night of Silk brought to you by Bootsy or something
Bootsy
like
Calls,
that.
Yeah, he's in a lot of the tracks.
Yeah, he opens it up. Have you listened to the CD from top to bottom or the album from top to bottom?
Not in order.
Okay, so
but
in
I
order.
think I've heard everything.
I'm sure you have. So in order, and we'll get into more why I listen to it in order. It opens up and it's just this intro, and it's Silk Sonic background music. Everything you think to expect. And it's just Bootsy. Well, all right, baby.
You're right.
And he intros it as like a show almost. Like, now everybody get ready for a band that I named Silk Sonic. And it's like, what?
Right.
And that's why he's throughout the whole thing, because I guess Bootsy actually gave him their name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like, I heard him say it in that opening track,
Yeah. So you've heard
but
the
I
track for
didn't
sure.
know.
You just didn't know
Yeah,
it was the intro.
yeah,
Mhm.
yep. Because I heard. Well, I think it's even labeled the intro, so I just haven't
Mhm.
listened to it like as a storyline like that. But I can piece it together
Right.
because they have that smoking out the window, and Bootsy comes in, and he's like, "Oh, this love started off so sweet, but now she got me." And then the song comes in,
Right. Right.
"Smoking out the window."
Yep. Yep.
It's like, oh, all right. And he's just there for that like moment. But
Right.
like, okay, he's like the narrator of the CD.
Yeah.
And I gotta turn down my. Oh no,
What happened? I can still
no,
hear you. Did we lose the feed again? Don't
we did not lose the feed. No, that oh no was like a internal thing that I didn't mean to say out loud.
you? Oh, okay.
I was just
You can't
like,
be doing
I
that to
want
me
it.
right now after
I
the
need to
shit we went
turn
through on the
down.
first half.
I need to turn down the alerts volume, but keep the other volume up
Ah, yes.
because I
Yes,
got
yes,
some
yes.
things to show you. Not a whole lot,
Yeah. Oh,
but
we're gonna
just
we're gonna be pushing the boundaries of YouTube here, I think, on this one. I don't know that
yeah.
I'll
Well,
play anything. I
we
don't.
got 15 seconds. I just got a couple of things that I gotta show
Oh,
you because I've been learning stuff recently. Like,
yeah.
I always knew it was a thing, but like when it's brought to light and you're listening to it in headphones,
Mhm.
so you can hear every little bit better and stuff.
Mhm.
There's like lots.
Oh, yeah. It changes it for sure. Like even the podcast, there's been a few times where it's gone through my head that I was like, "Oh, maybe I should like look into the way that I edit this because," and I say all that to myself and then I never do it. I just stick with it because I think it sounds really good because I'm editing it with the headphones that I have on for the podcast. I have these like decent JBLs somethings. I don't know. They're over the ear.
Right.
And so they're over the ear. They have some decent bass to them. They got nice pads, so they cut out all the sound. And I'm just like, "Ooh, are we not mixed right? Should I mix this a little different?" Because I hear other podcasts and I'm like, "No, dude, we sound good. Like, yeah, maybe we're a little bit on the quiet side compared to some, but like, I've our levels are good. Like, run us through a levels meter, and we're good."
Yep.
It's I don't know. Anyways, the reason why I say that is because it totally changes things when you're like using your headphones or listening to headphones and earbuds. And so, is that the way you're listening to music most of the time now?
Yeah, because my driving.
Oh, sure.
So I'm
Like at
listening
work.
to, yeah, I got headphones in
Mm-hmm.
like all day.
Right, right,
So
right.
when I'm at home, uh, eh, for the most part, yeah, still headphones. Like I don't listen. I mean, like it's either like I'm in my truck or
Yeah.
I'm doing something with headphones. Like when I'm,
Mm-hmm.
doing anything else, like I have TV on,
Right. Yeah.
some form of it.
Yep.
What television is today, some
Yeah. Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah. I was gonna say video on a screen is TV now,
Yep.
whether it be a
Yep.
tablet or a phone or a
Yep.
smart TV in the background.
Yeah. So I'm listening in headphones and I'm really picking up like all the stereo stuff. And man, I've
Oh
been
yeah.
listening to a lot of funk.
Yeah, dude. Me
And
too.
they love listening, like playing with the stereo.
Oh, do they?
It's just like
Like,
yeah, it's there's quite a bit of it.
yeah,
And
dude.
dude, so I've been listening to Cameo.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Cameo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he cracks me up so good because
I'm pretty
in
sure.
my opinion, so you'll know who it is when I just say it because I'm not going to play you this one. I'm just going to tell you about it.
Oh, okay, good,
In
good.
my opinion, Cameo came out and was kind of like a normal singer to start off,
Okay.
and then he found cocaine. That's my thoughts because like his early work, like the
Cocaine's a hell of a
album
drug.
cover, he's always been weird, and his album covers like different pictures of like ladies or whatever, where it looks one of them, it looks like there's like some Caesar thing up in the sky, and it says Cameo, and it's kind of like a cool album. The last two albums, the song Word Up,
Oh,
Word Up,
yeah, that's Cameo.
yeah,
Yeah, of course I know
that's
who Cameo
Cameo.
is then. Yeah.
That album and the different one, they are the weirdest album covers where they're just like, that's the picture you went with. Cameo's got like his head down and he's got like this just like Gumby eraser hair. Like it's like a perfect flat top, but it's like tall too. And then he's got like the one guy next to him who's got a real mustache, but he's doing a fake mustache.
Why does that make me laugh so hard?
Dude, cracking me up too. I'm like, why are you doing a fake mustache? You have a real mustache.
What the fuck?
And then the other guy next to him is like looking off to the side, like the director told him something. And like, if you know, here's the camera here. He's like just like slightly off to the side, like looking at the director, like, what are we doing? And it's just like, and there's one song that's called Attack Me with Your Love.
Okay.
And the song is so so okay, first off, here's part of my theory. He sang kind of normal in the earlier stuff that I heard.
Mhm.
And then he started using his nose too much with the, the cocaine, and it kind of fucked it up. So then he's like, dude, everybody's like, you sound nasally. And they're like, we've always been a little bit weird. Let's just buy into the weird.
Mhm.
And then he just like has a line, oh, you know. And they're like, yeah, dude, that's it. That's we need more of that. And he's just like,
Well, what's the word?
word up. Everybody say, wave your hands in the air like you don't care. Just,
Oh.
it's the weirdest stuff. But the Attack Me With Your Love is like, it's a weird song already. He says a couple of things in there that are just like weird.
Mhm.
But then it's like they punch it up afterwards with like a soundboard. And it's just like ad lib noises and like random. Oh, dude, Cameo and a couple other funk things. Love the
Mhm.
bell that kind of sounds like a water drop. It's like boing, but
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
a bell sound.
Yeah.
They just put that in randomly all over the place. Like if I were to make that beat, back in the day we had that beat maker game that we would play on PlayStation,
Yeah, yeah. MTV
and you
Beat
would make that
Generator or
beat.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And if I made that beat and I was like super pumped on it, and I was like, dude, listen to this beat. I actually think I made a really good beat.
Mhm.
You'd listen to it, and then you'd be like, yeah, it sounds pretty cool, but you have a lot of unnecessary weird noises. And then I'd be like, yeah, that's actually not mine. That's Cameo, and somebody paid this man.
And they just ran with it, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah,
I thought I was giving constructive criticism."
right. And I'm just like,
And
nope,
n
that's a real
nope,
song from the
that's up
80s.
there.
That's real. Maybe late 70s. I don't know.
Yeah, I think his career spanned those 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't go on that kinda deep dive. Well, actually, with the funk,
Well,
it was
I just been listening to all sorts of funk, and Cameo came up,
yeah.
and then I was just trying to. He's so weird. I'm like, if the two songs, it's Word Up, and then
Yep.
damn it, what was the other one? He's got two songs
Mhm.
that were
Actually
on
just
the
heard it the other
radio.
day, and that'll get into how I'm listening to music right now, but, oh, dude, I can't
Yeah.
think about it.
So
I
just
can't think
hearing those, I'm like, I need to hear what didn't make the radio, you know?
So,
I need to
I've never
find that.
listened to Word Up and then just been like, "Hmm, I should go on a deep dive on what did that guy really do?" Like,
Yeah. Right.
it's such a great thought. So then how do you do that? Like, what app are you using most of the time?
Oh, Pandora, because
Okay,
then
that's
it
what I
like,
thought. So then you just, like,
yeah,
look him up
I
and
like
as an artist.
Yeah, so I just put in Cameo, and then it gives me similar stuff to Cameo because I'm like, Cameo's weird as shit. If you got stuff that's like Cameo,
Right.
throw it at me, man. And then
Let's
it just
go.
gave me, and then it just gave me like a bunch of like really popular funk from back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and it became really evident how much influence funk had on the hip hop scene.
Yes,
It's
dude.
crazy.
It
You
is
listen to stuff, and I
absolutely
hear
nuts.
stuff sampled like nuts.
All
I'm
day.
like, that's that song. That's that song.
Yeah.
That's that song.
That's how I got into funk. I would say I've probably been like listening to like going to whatever music player I'm in, going down, hitting funk and going to that. I don't know. I've been doing it for more than 10 years for sure. Like not too long after we graduated.
Mm.
Even I would be willing to say. And I didn't do it regularly until probably in the last 5 to 7 years. And I just let it ride. Like I know one day I was at work and I heard a funk song. Like I think I got it served by YouTube and I went, "Oh shit, that's insert rap song here." And I went over to funk radio, plugged in that song, and I listened to it for 2 days at work straight. Just rode out that radio station and I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit. Like every single time you hear the sample, you can just go, oh shit, that's on that Scarface song. Oh, damn, that's
Yeah.
on that Fat Joe song. Like it,
Yep.
everybody, dude, everybody.
And funk is so weird that like some of the songs, even if I wasn't really feeling them to begin with, I'm like, nope, stick it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden there'll be like a left turn and they'll be like, and you're like,
Yep.
that left turn
Yep.
was what they sampled. It was that moment where they must
Right.
have just like heard it as a kid, like that part's dope,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know? So I'm taking just that part,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's kind of
And
a,
that's,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, and that's the thing with the Bootsy Collins. I don't have it queued up right now, but the Bootsy Collins, like I heard the the song not sampled, the song that it's pretty much is in today's day and age.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I got like right at the end, and the very last thing he says right before he fades out, like just had me rolling.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that I'm not overselling it, but it caught me so off guard after listening to like 4 minutes of this. And then just to get hit with the joke at the end, you're just like, oh shit.
Okay. What is it? You're gonna tell
Oh,
me?
hold on a second.
You're gonna cue
I
it up?
got well, I got a different song queued up right now.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
so just listen to this. So this is I don't even know how you say this. It's Mtume. Matumi. Maybe you just say it as the letters. It's not all capitalized, so it's like
Oh,
Matumi.
Matuma?
I don't know, but the
Probably.
song's called Juicy Fruit.
Oh, Juicy Fruit. This might be
You might
I might know the song. Go ahead. Hit it.
I
Hit it.
think it's pretty famous.
Yeah,
But
I think it is.
listen.
Yeah.
So that sound do you recognize the background?
Oh yeah, immediately. I just jammed this song out last week when I was listening to funk radio on Amazon.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And right
But
away I was like, "You know very well."
yeah,
And oh,
right.
right away. Juicy.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
But that's a Biggie song.
Biggie. Uh-huh. Biggie.
Yeah, so
Juicy.
that's
Like he just named it
what
Juicy.
yeah. Okay, that's perfect. So he must have just went with it. So like yeah, if people at home aren't familiar, like if you play the beginning of the song, right it when it starts, I'm like, "Oh, that's," and then it doesn't play Biggie and you're like, "Oh."
Right.
Yeah, so it
Yes.
just starts
Yep.
yeah, it's
And right away you're just
it
like, "I got it."
yeah. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's I mean as soon as it starts, like
Yep.
I I started it and then there was no lyrics. That's what threw me off
Right.
because I'm sitting there and all of a sudden I'm like, "It was all the dream. I used to be," and then
Yep.
I'm like, "Huh?
And then you're like, "Wait, I'm listening to funk radio."
Yeah. Why aren't they singing with me?
Right.
What's happening?"
Yep.
So there's like a bunch of stuff like
That's the
that
chorus
he
right
was
there. It's the
having.
opening of Juicy Fruit is the chorus to Biggie's. They just turned it up. Like
Right.
they pitched it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And so do you know Bootsy Collins So the song is called "I'd Rather Be with You," and the album title and the band name is called like together. It's like a play on words. It's called "Stretching Out in Bootsy's Rubber Band." It's so Bootsy, just to be like
Yeah.
stretching out in Bootsy's Rubber Band, baby.
Yeah.
You-
Yes. Oh. And I've also wondered, it's like this is a definitely a big gray area for me, or like a big blind spot for me. It's like, does Bootsy have a record? Like, does he ever do his own records?
oh yeah, this "I'd Rather Be with You" has 43 million views on YouTube.
And it's a Bootsy song. Like it's officially like
Yep,
Bootsy Collins. Yeah.
it's
Okay.
his.
Okay.
Yep, and I had it turned down because I wasn't sure. Sometimes there's going to be ads, but
Mhm.
listen to this and see if you recognize it because I recognized it right away. It's not quite the same today in age,
Okay.
and if we get too much play on this, I don't know if they've legally paid for it or if it's one of these where they're just like, oh my god, Childish Gambino owes him some money.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's for sure because that's a real
yeah, this,
official Childish Gambino song. So yeah,
yeah,
no doubt that he sampled that and put
yeah.
Bootsy on
I
it.
mean, it's not even a sample. This is,
This is straight up the beat.
yeah. My peanut butter chocolate cake with Kool-Aid. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the same thing.
It
So,
yeah. Oh no, it's like 100% the same.
yeah, I'd rather be with you. Okay, hold on a second here.
Is that Bootsy? Oh, what? Bring that
Okay,
closer to the
listen.
mic. Bring that closer to the mic.
Listen. You see me, so you see me coming, baby, just coming all over you. I'm gonna stick my love in your eye, baby, so you can see me coming, just coming all over you.
Oh my god!
That's how he ends it. And I was just like, I was not.
Didn't see
Come
that
on,
coming.
turn down the volume.
Didn't see that
No.
coming.
So
Not
I'm
not in the way
the
you
whole song. The whole song is just like, I'd rather be with you,
right.
and then all of a sudden it's 4 minutes of I'd rather be with you, and then I'm gonna stick my love in your eye, baby, so you can see me coming all
Coming
over
all over
you.
you. Like, oh shit.
I'm just like, oh dang,
Damn,
Bootsy.
Bootsy. You went there. Oh shit, dude.
Oh man,
Hey, so you said when you said you're listening, you usually got earbuds in? Like, are you two earbudding at home? I know you are in the truck because you're like, I need
yeah,
earplugs in the truck. So it's either
yep,
earplugs or earbuds, like easy
yep,
choice. So at home, are you two earbudding too?
yeah. Because my earbuds, I can turn on like their noise canceling or like ambient sound.
Oh,
So when
sweet.
I'm at
Yeah.
home, like depending on what I'm doing, I'll put on the ambient sound so like
Right.
I can hear my music, but it'll pick up any of the background stuff.
Right. Kick ass, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
pretty dope. But yeah, the stereo of that stuff
Yeah.
is just phenomenal because they're playing around with it all over the place. Like there's just so many. It's so weird to think. Like I know that they have like actual bands,
Yeah.
so the bands are just like jamming out too when they
Right.
were doing this funk because funk bands are like
Yeah.
40 fucking people, man. It's so that makes sense that there's just like these long jam sessions too.
Yep.
But some of it you're listening to it and there, there's one song I wish I would have wrote it down, but they're going "Wah, wah, wah, wah," and they just keep doing it over and over and over and over. And then
For
like
like 3 minutes.
after they do that, they say like the line of the song and it's very sexual. Like the whole thing is like it was like get it up or lay it down or something, and they would like do that noise, say that part,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'd just be like and it'd just be like
Oh,
going like back and forth between my ears, and I'm like,
nice.
I don't know what the fuck is happening? Like, how did you get into a studio and you're just like the thought process of like,
Right.
I'm just gonna make a high pitched noise 7 or 8 times in a row. We'll say the tagline of the song,
Right.
and then you guys just jam, you know. And then we'll just in like post later, we'll
Yeah.
make it go from like ear to ear,
We'll
just
just do the pan left, pan right thing for a little
yep,
while, and
just slap that
it'll be
bass,
fucking
and we're
cool.
just gonna get people like to just. You think we should have more lyrics and just be like, everybody's gonna be way too fucked up to
Yeah.
listen to what
Uh-huh. For
they're
real.
just getting fucked up and play around with the sounds, man. They're gonna love it.
For real, there is a lot of that with funk.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I think that's what Cameo is too. Is like
Mhm.
Cameo is just like weird ass shit.
Right.
And
For the
oh, the
sake of being
candy,
just, like, trippy.
candy is his other song. I just thought of it.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah. Okay,
candy.
so that's it.
Ow.
Yep. Do you ever do you ever have you ever watched The Proud Family?
No, I haven't even
Oh,
heard of it. I don't
okay,
think.
so The Proud Family's a Disney show, so if you didn't have Disney Channel, you would
Mm,
never have heard of it probably,
okay.
because it's a Disney Channel cartoon,
Okay.
um, and so that was the song that was playing the other day, so, um, I do a lot of when I'm at home, I listen, on my speakers on my computer, and they don't have a
Yeah.
really good right and left, so when you were saying that, I was like, "Oh,
Mm,
shit."
yeah.
Like, I need to stop listening on that, or I need to make sure those speaker my right and left speaker are actually working when I turn that on, and then, uh, I still got a decent, like, surround sound stereo system. Like, I got 2 nice surround sound speakers hooked up for my right and left on my TV. So it's
Okay.
like a sound bar, but I have it hooked up old school through, like, a receiver, right? Um,
Right.
but oh, well, and a subwoofer. So the roundabout I'm getting somewhere with this whole candy thing is, uh, the little girl loves to dance, dude. Every single song, like, click, and she's just shaking.
Nice, dude.
I love it so much. So a lot of
Yeah, dude.
times we'll come home, like, I'll pick her up from daycare, we'll come home, and I'll just throw on iHeartRadio, or I'll throw on, Amazon or something like that, through the Apple TV, and,
Okay.
got the good
Yep.
decent sound system going on, and I put on funk one day for us, and
Yeah.
we're hanging out, and she's jamming, and wife comes home, and we start cooking, and all of a sudden, it's just like, "Ow, ow," and I was like, "Hey," because she knows the Proud Family, Sarah does,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure the uncle on the Proud Family, the way he talks and is based on this guy." And so
Oh, nice.
yeah, because he talks like that. It's so funny. He's like, "Hey, Penny." Like, and as soon as I heard him for the first time, I was like, "I think that is," and I didn't understand, like, I wasn't putting together Candy and Cameo, and, like, I wasn't putting them all together
Right.
until until fairly recently, when I finally heard Candy again, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and we had watched The Proud Family, like, a month before that, and it just, like, all fell into place here just before the winter started, and I was like, "Oh, shit." It's just like it's it's so funny, dude. If you get a chance to throw, like, I can't remember if he's in the first few episodes, but eventually the the dad, it's Penny Proud is the main character, right? And the Proud family. So
Yeah.
it's her dad's brother, I think. It's either her dad's brother or her dad's sister. It doesn't matter. It's her uncle. It's Penny Proud's uncle. And
Okay.
he talk you just gotta check it out, dude. It's so funny. I laugh every fucking time
Yeah.
I hear him because I associate it with funk music.
That's awesome. And
Yeah,
I'm
it's
looking
really
at the
good.
cast, and there's uh Bobby Proud is played by Cedric the Entertainer, and then Oscar
Okay.
Proud is played by Tommy Davidson. Tommy Davidson has a pretty high pitched voice. He was on,
Tell me.
I think
Yeah.
Tommy Davidson was like in Living Color, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy
Yeah.
came from In Living Color.
And
Yep.
then Cedric,
It
you know, if you don't know who Cedric is, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, then we need to fucking get on some more
Original, go
entertainment.
watch the original King's Comedy. Is what you
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah, you do, for sure. I popped that
Yeah.
on a couple nights ago on Netflix when I was doing, Christmas shit. I just
Yeah,
turned
dude.
on Kings of Comedy in the background. Original Kings of Comedy in the background is great. Uh, anyways, if they've shown the characters, the particular uncle, and I don't remember his name because I haven't watched the show a lot. The particular uncle always has a red hat on, some kind of red
Okay.
hat.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's great. It's
I
a
was just thinking like both of those guys, like both of those actors for sure know who Cameo is. And I
Oh,
bet they're
yeah,
just
dude.
like
They grew up
Cameo
with
is
Cameo
such
for
a
sure.
weird fucking dude. I'm gonna be
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
do
that voice for
I'm
this
gonna be
part.
right.
Just walk into the audition. Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, what? And for some reason,
Yeah.
I have to like when I do it, my jaw has to like my bottom jaw goes super low. I don't
Oh, you
know.
gotta like open your mouth weird to make the noises. Yeah,
Right. That is what it is.
yeah. And the lyrics in his songs are even like they were just cracking me up. I know like and they're like not counterintuitive. They're like god damn, what's when you like uh,
They
say
counteract each
something.
other.
Well, when you say something and then you say like go against it right
Oh,
away.
like you just go again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
He'll like
think of
say
I
one
can't
thing and then say the
yeah.
opposite thing right after it.
Yeah, right. Yep. And it's his album is called like The Single Life. And it's talking about how he's like with girls and like how he's like stuff and it's just weird. And then in the Candy song, he's got one line where he's just like, "Cause I'm real shy." And you're just like, "What?" Isn't your whole album about how you're like
But how you're
bringing
just
home
like
like
out there.
and you're just you're just like and I saw the album cover. You're not shy. You're weird as fuck. Nobody wears red leather pants that's shy. Don't look at me. You have red leather pants on and
Have a
flat top.
complex.
You have a flat top haircut.
Oh, that's so good. Um, oh, okay. To not make this just into a half hour, the funk half hour, because like, which is it's so funny though, because I'm so glad that we've gotten to that point in our lives now, because
Yeah,
we grew up on hip hop and
and rock,
yeah, and we're
metal.
well, yeah, and metal too.
Well, metal. I mean, like I was being like more specific. Like it
Mhm.
was metal.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm sure, I don't know about your parents, but like, I grew up on rock because of my parents too. So, like,
I grew up on like
regular
light rock
rock.
and weird shit. Like my mom listened to KS95, so like
Yeah.
I know like every song out there that's not
Mm. You know, like,
country.
yeah, you know, pretty much every pop song that it gets played on Midwest radio. That's just the
Yeah,
general, like, chart toppers
that
of
yeah, it doesn't
like,
matter what genre you're talking as long as it's not country. I know what it is.
right. Yep. But,
I have a very broad. Sorry, I
oh,
don't
no,
mean
I
to
was just
keep
saying,
cutting you
like,
off.
I just love that like, that happened to us that we, we finally realized, like, wait a minute, hip hop, we know that hip hop's all about samples and stuff like that, and we just went back to funk and found it and like sort of discovered it in, you know, our 20s or whatever and into our 30s and are just like, dude, we were missing
Yeah,
out on this just because we grew up white kids. Like,
right.
we grew up white kids. When we finally could get our own music, we started listening to rap and grew ourselves up on rap and hip hop, and now
Right.
we're just like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And it's like, where was this? Like, I think I just would have had a happier childhood too, because because you just
Right.
you know walking around the house, you just bow bow bow. You know, you just got like the bass line, that
Yeah.
bow, 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 bow,
Right.
and you're just like, yes, what this funk, like this
Oh,
electronic bass line. What is that?
yeah.
And instead, like, I'm sitting there, like, driving to wherever I'm going, and my mom's kind of like, "In the arms of the angels," and just like, Jesus Christ, man, it's like not a bad song,
No,
but
but just
like
depressing.
the most depressing, like slow, boring shit, and you're like, okay, they're gonna turn it around now, right? We're
Right,
gonna go to
right.
something else,
Mhm.
and they're just like, and it goes to like Eric Clapton. It's like, when it was if I see you in heaven, and
Right.
you're like, and then you're like, that was a sad song, and then you learn about the song, and you're just like, oh, that was about his fucking kid dying.
And you
Great.
yeah.
And then
Yep.
and then you get out on your own and you hear, "Bow, wow, wow, bow, wow, bow, bow," and you're like, "Yes,
Like,
yes." Just
"Woohoo!"
random noises and stuff in the background, no sad, depressing storylines. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking
You're
about.
like, "Now I'm in."
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, do you buy CDs anymore? Or are you just, like, all streaming? Because, like, I
Yeah.
have
I
this like, the backlog stuff, right? Like, going back to funk and stuff like that. I'm not buying full albums or anything like that, but, like, Silk Sonic, I bought that on iTunes.
mm,
Now I've streamed it a couple times on Amazon too, but, like, I bought it, right? Like, I just bought it straight up
yeah,
because I like listening to records, especially like that, which I recommend you try. Like, that record, from
yeah,
1 to 10 or 12 or whatever it is, it's pretty short. I think it only goes to 10, but it's it's got a sequence to it, and that's what I really love about
yeah,
records, and it got lost for a while where it was just like, "Whatever," and I think it still is, even maybe even worse now, but not in the music that I listen to, not in the music that I buy. For the most part, it is like, pop it in, you go from track 1 to track 10, and it's like a whole thing.
yeah.
I love
Well,
that.
see, so no, I don't really buy anything anymore because
Mhm.
this is crazy, and I don't know necessarily how it, like, works, but, uh, as far as, like, Pandora's money side,
Mhm.
but I can listen to a full album, like, from front to back if I want to. All I gotta do is, like, watch one ad.
Oh, shit.
They're like, "Watch an ad," and then you can listen to it, and sometimes I'll get, like, 6 songs in, and it'll start over, so I don't know if it's, like, a time limit or what, but
Oh,
most
interesting.
of the time I don't get through a whole. I'm so fucking ADD that I'll be, like, listening, and I'm, like, 4 tracks in, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden, I'm just like, "Oh, b I wonder, did this is there a new podcast out?" And then I, like, start listening to a podcast,
Right, right,
and
right.
then, like, and then I'll be listening to the podcast, and initially, it sounded like a good idea, and then I start getting tired as I'm listening to it, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Ugh,
yeah, yeah.
no, I need to go back to music, like, let's go."
Right, right, and you flip it over.
Right.
Have you been have you been listening to anything new? I mean, besides Silk Sonic, because like, Nas has dropped a couple records that I've been checking out. There's this dude, Dave East, that I found out about while watching a hip hop documentary on, Netflix, but he's tied to Nas, so because I listen to Nas's last 2 records pretty regularly on Amazon, it feeds me Dave East, and, like, he just put out a new record
Oh,
too, and
okay.
it's yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of that stuff, but I
Mhm.
haven't really went to any of the new stuff because
Yeah.
I like listening to new stuff, but there's something about the new stuff where I'm trying, like, it doesn't really work with my work. I'm thinking
Yeah.
too much about stuff, and I kinda miss a lot of stuff, and then
Mhm.
by the time I know it, the track's over, and I'm like, "I didn't really hear a fucking word he said."
Right.
You know, like, I
Yep,
was listening to the music, but
yep.
only kinda, like, nodding my head to the beat and kinda catching bits and pieces.
Right, right. No, I
Y
got you, dude.
you
Because they yeah, like, the 2 I like Nas, Dave East, like, the lyrical rappers, right? Like, you do wanna hear
Mhm,
it. You definitely wanna hear
mhm.
it. I know, we've done that. That's why I got, like, Post Malone and Doja Cat and shit like that in my feed now. It's because like, when I need that just, like, zone out,
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Alright, I'm gonna throw that on." Post actually got me because he did that country song that about fishing. Who did that?
He did a country song about fishing.
Dude, who is that? Brad Paisley.
Yeah,
You've
Brad.
mentioned it
That.
before.
Yep. He did that song
Post covered that song, dude, with a full country band live. Yeah.
live, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta check that
You
out.
gotta look it up, dude. It's really good. I was like, "All
I
right,
heard he
fine. I'm a
was.
fan."
Yeah, I heard he was singing some country stuff. I like Post. Like that's
Mhm.
kind of like the newer stuff where it's
Yeah.
like I'll listen to the newer, upbeat stuff
Yeah.
because I gotta keep moving,
Right, right. Yeah, your
and
job literally demands that. Like,
yeah, right.
as
So
I
I'm
say
listening.
literally and because I'm just like, "Yeah, I guess I didn't have to say that."
So I like this stuff too, where like I need to be able to hear the words. I can't do mumble rap.
Yeah, like,
I
when it's
do
so distorted
I
that you're just like, "I
do
it's
not
so hard to hear."
understand it. Like, so I know, like, coming off as like an old man here, every time you get to the new generation, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you
Right,
have before that, you have musicians and singers that could really, like put on a show, and then their
right.
lyrics didn't really need to make that much sense because
Yep.
they had the instrument they're playing plus the instrument of their vocals, and it's like
Yep.
whatever you say, I'm into it because I just want to hear you. Like, I don't sing the fucking phone book. I don't care. I just want to hear this song.
Yeah,
And then you get hip hop, and hip hop's completely different. Dudes aren't singing. Like, there's an art to how they sing. They got to
right.
sound right. They got to. Little side note: anybody that always talks about like not necessarily cultural appropriation, but sometimes people say like, oh, they don't actually talk like that in real life and they get mad. Nobody says shit about Be Real. And Be Real doesn't fucking talk like that, man.
Right, right.
It's
Uh-huh.
just like
Yep,
sometimes they just
yep.
sing a little bit different because that's the artist in them. They're trying to make it different. So
Yeah,
sometimes if you hear
yeah.
somebody that raps different than they talk,
Yeah.
just let it be because
Like,
that's how they're an artist,
there's yeah, there's, like, no written rule in the book that says, like, you have to talk like you rap. It's
Right.
just, like that's it just became, like, poetry over beats, right? So
Mhm.
then people were just talking, and then eventually
Yeah.
it got more musical, and it's just, like,
Yep.
there's this evolution. You can't be mad at it. Like,
Right.
I can't be mad at it. I'm with you, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
So
just because there's a rap such thing as a rap voice doesn't mean that they're like a fake ass rapper. I mean,
right.
give it a rest.
Yeah. Yeah. Just chill.
Yeah.
They wrote the lyrics. It's an artistic choice that they're making to sound different because let's face it, like if you heard them in their talking voice, it probably wouldn't sound as good.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I were to rap and I came on just like I'm talking now, and was just like, it
Yeah.
was all the dream. I used to read Word Up magazine,
Right.
you'd be like, what the fuck is
You're
this?
like, well, who's this guy with
You know?
no fucking oomph in his voice?
Yeah. Just it's not gonna be good. But
Right.
to the initial point that I was making, like hip hop is all like lyrics and
Right.
being clever with it and
Yep.
play on words and stuff.
Yep.
And so then what the fuck is mumble rap? It's a
Yeah.
beat with a guy making like noises
Making
over it?
another beat on top of it almost.
Yeah, just and making it is.
Yeah. Like it has its own pattern still. It has its own flow, but
Yeah.
yeah, hip hop's always been about the
Yeah,
lyrics
it's like
and like bringing,
yeah.
not always, I shouldn't say that because it's been the DJ used to be the most famous part of it, but you know what I
Right.
mean. You get where I'm going with this, not to
Yeah,
get into like the
to
deep
me
weeds or shit.
it's like having the ability to put together a flow,
Yep.
but you're too fucking stupid to put together a rhyme. And
Yeah.
that's what I can't stand about it, where like they just put a beat on and then they're listening to it and stuff, and all of a sudden they're like, all right, I'm going in the booth. It's just like, and they're just like, dip it, it's just like, you didn't say anything. And those rappers themselves have, people have been like, what did you say there? And they're like, I can't even remember.
Yeah,
And it's
because
like,
they're quote
what the
unquote freestyling.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
you can't remember what you said. And
There
somebody can play it back to you and you can't tell them because you can't decipher your own words. You cannot tell what you are saying.
yeah.
That's
I've never
why
heard that
does
from some of those some from people who rap like that, but I 100% believe you that you've heard that you've
yeah.
seen that.
Well,
Um, we know we've listened to hip hop so long. We know that that is sometimes how a song starts
yes.
because you get in and you just go you got a couple words and you just start flowing and you're kind of just like, all right, I'm gonna go in. We'll just get this one down and then I need it because then I'm gonna start putting words to this because I know the flow that I need.
Yep.
And then they'll get in and that's what they'll do. They'll just bop ba da da bop ba 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 da bop bop,
Yeah.
but use words that just come up because they're rappers. They have words in their head all the time, I
Right.
have to imagine.
Mhm.
And it seems like these people just started dropping that. I think Kanye did that one time. He just shadow dropped a song. Poopity poop, poop poopity scoopity.
Dude, the whole fucking thing is like it's a long song and
Yeah.
that's all it is the
Yeah.
whole time.
Right? Okay. So I'm not
Poopity
crazy.
scoop.
Yeah. Poopity
No,
scoop.
no, the whole thing is poopity scoop, scoopity poop poop, poop poopity scoop
Yeah.
scoop poop
And I don't know if he
poop.
was like making fun of people who just release songs because they think that it sounds good
I gotta be
or
honest. I think this is like
what.
your best his best work. You
Yeah, because College Dropout, one of the greatest rap albums of all time, has is off the radar now, is off the record
right.
because he's gone off the record.
You can't speak coherently. I don't. I've completely went 180. I don't like when you make good songs with good lyrics. I I've changed my mind.
Changed my mind.
I said it out loud, and then I'm like, I'm stupid, and I need to switch right now. No, I I was joking, but I do enjoy it because it makes me
Because it
laugh
makes you laugh. It's so
every
funny.
time I hear it come on out of nowhere, where you just hear boopity scoop, scoopity poop poop, boop poopity scoop, and you're just like, yeah.
You're like, "Sweet,
But
dude."
at least that I know what he's saying. I can hear the words.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. You make a good point. You make a really good point. So, that I don't wanna drag this on too long because I don't also know how long this fishing one's gonna be based on all the technical shit we ran into. So,
Sure,
I just wanna ask you because I listen to a lot of local stuff. I still listen to a lot of local stuff. When Rhymesayers was coming up and blew up and got big and actually made a mark on the hip hop scene, it's like I was there, while all that was happening. Not to that sounds
yep,
like such a fucking humble brag. Like I didn't mean it like that. Um, but the reason why I'm saying it is because uh like they still like Atmosphere just dropped a record a little while ago. I grabbed it. It's really good. They got Ciroc, female rapper they just put on. Lizzo came up in that scene. Not on Rhymesayers, but like she came up here in Minneapolis, and
sure,
I was just like, yeah. And Prov, of course,
yep.
we've had Prov. Me, you, and Sam have listened to Prov for a while. I don't think Sam's on listening to Prov too much. I
No, I
haven't
think Sam's
really.
kind of off hip hop.
Yeah, I think he's off hip hop in general. Yeah, and I haven't
Yeah,
really caught a lot of new Prov since Kaiser von Pound. Nope, Gampo. I haven't really picked up much
Gampo.
since Gampo. What what are you catching there? Because I just listened to that podcast you sent me and
I got guns, stroke, money, hoes. That
okay, I know that one.
that's squad goals. Squad goals.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
he's
so
got
I
some.
catch it. I catch some of the singles, but I haven't got an album in a while.
Mm,
I don't think he's bad. I don't mean that. I just don't actually I think he's super super talented. That guy can sing.
yes,
Uh
he could. Yeah, he
Rap.
can really sing.
He can sing, he can
He's
rap.
one.
He's got great lyrics,
Yeah,
great storyteller. Uh
he's got a great voice. He's one where like he's got great lyrics because it's funny. Um,
mhm.
some of the shit's real goofy. Is kind of the part
Yeah.
I like too. where it's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I like that too, where it doesn't. That's kind of like because he's got that instrument, you know,
Yeah.
and the
Uh-huh.
flow and everything. Like I can hear all the words, and
I like
some
that
of it's
he's like
silly,
I
but
like
it's
that
good.
yeah. That's yeah. It's like on one record you can get a drama and a comedy,
Yeah.
and they're both awesome. Like they're both
Yep.
technically sound really good songs. So
Hmm.
it's not I haven't purposely avoided them. I just I don't know. It was one of those things where it's just like, I don't know, I
Yeah,
guess this isn't for me anymore. I don't know if it's the sound or whatever, but
dude.
still full respect for what he's doing. So I was just wondering about that because
Yeah,
yeah.
I still go that route from time to time, but Pandora doesn't give me a whole lot of new stuff. I've been thinking about
Uh
trying to find
mhm.
more of the new stuff. But I do yeah, dude, there's a Prov song that's got I don't know if it's called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I don't think it's his song.
Okay.
I think there's other two people, but it's got a cool beat, and then like you said, he's got a good voice and he sings the hook.
Oh,
But
nice.
it's kind of like rapping, but he's singing,
Yeah.
but it's catchy. Like chitty chitty bang bang, da, ba, da, da, ba, da, 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 da. I don't know the words,
Right.
but
But that's the flow.
yeah, and
Nice.
it's got a cool beat, and I want to say it sounds like it's something like sampled from Zelda.
Oh my god. I gotta look this up
I'm
now.
not, yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it sounds like to me.
I'm gonna
And
try to find out. I'll let you know. Not that I'm like a super Zelda fan or anything like that, but I if it's from the original Zelda or any of the new like
oh,
but
it is Prov. It's just his song.
okay. I'm gonna check it out.
It says Prov featuring, God damn it, stupid ass ad
I
ran
was
like
gonna
I
say
was
something ran
reading
in front of it, didn't it?
because it's not a video. It says Prov, uh, Chitty Bang featuring Devin the Dude and Jaron Benton.
What? Devin the Dude?
Yeah.
No way, dude. I
So
don't
like,
know the other
listen,
guy, but Devin
just
the
check this
Dude
beat.
came up with fucking Compton stuff.
Is that
That's
just me? It sounds like Zelda, right? Like, even if it's not Zelda, it sounds like some Zelda.
it does. I'm not picking up that it's Zelda. I could be wrong. If you know in the comments if it's a new like a N64 Zelda or something, I didn't get to play those. I didn't play those.
Okay.
So maybe it's
Yeah.
in that range, but that totally has I get where you're going.
Yeah. So like, that's a beat. That's a pretty decent song.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
one thing before we go, dude. I bought my first album, like actual
Yeah.
artist record. Dessa from Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Singer, rapper Dessa. You probably know who she is.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we love her. Uh, and she put out a new record over the summer, technically, like one at a time for 6 weeks or something like that. And
Okay.
then full record, extra track. So it's like a 7 track. Anyways, I bought the vinyl because it looks so fucking cool. They said it's made of Coke bottle plastic, like Coke bottle glass. You know how Coke
Oh
bottles
yeah.
have that like weird, like blue green shimmer to them and stuff like that?
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
they
Yep.
said that's what it is. And I'm like, bitchin'.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
have a record player, so I don't know. And then it said, don't worry, it comes with the MP3s. And I was like, okay, I'm totally getting it. Like,
Right.
so yeah, I still buy physical media only to turn it into something digital. Like, that's just the world we
Yeah.
live in now. I will bet you I'll never play that record. Only got it because it looked cool as fuck.
Right. And dude, I've felt the same way. Like I just don't have like a good spot to put it. If I had a different house that was like everything I wanted it to be, you
Yeah.
know, where
Hmm.
I could have like a man cave and stuff,
Yeah.
I'd probably be into more stuff like that. But right now
Right.
I'm like, what am I gonna do with it? Like just hang on to it so I can like move it to the next house or
Right.
whatever. You know,
Right.
like I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, I hear you. I guess I gotta be honest. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it either. I have no idea.
Right.
I have a
I mean,
frame.
you got a nice display case. You
Yeah.
know, you could mount it on the wall. You got spots.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got a wall
Yeah.
there. I can do that.
I could hang it on the wall too, but that's what I feel like. It's just like my shit lit house. Like it just I have
You
lights
just not
now,
sure
but
where,
it's
right?
all I have a light here, a light there, a lamp. There's a lamp behind me. It's all like manufactured. I don't have a single light fixture in this room. It
I
doesn't
gotcha.
make
I
sense.
gotcha. I know what you're saying now.
You know, it's
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, so like what am I gonna do? Put it on the wall and then like I suppose I could like wire in some like weird spotlight shit that shines just on that.
Right,
Probably look pretty
right,
cool. But like all that work to
right. But all that work for, yeah, I got you, man. I
yeah.
got you. All
See
right.
my wood paneling?
Yep.
Fuck my wood paneling. When we initially, you know, like you're kids and you're excited to get something that's yours, you're just like, whatever, we can just paint over it. It's fine.
Hmm.
And I'm hoping that we can just find somebody with that same attitude that'll take it off our hands. Because it's just like, man, you think I'll just make it into what I want. And then you're like, that's so much work, time, and money. And you're just like,
Effort.
rather just, you know, I've been putting money into this. So now I have equity.
Right.
Maybe I'll just use that to get something that's what I want instead of
Instead of like doing
trying to
work.
polish this turd.
Oh man, we better end it because we're gonna go longer on this than the whole podcast is supposed to be. Remember when we started? This was supposed to be an hour-long podcast, the Real AF TV podcast. Remember, you can find us REELAF TV. It's Real AF TV, real like fish and reel. Look for us on the social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're out there. Oh,
Yeah.
realaf.tv/contact. Give us feedback on the show. We asked for it in the first episode of 2022. We're serious. We're looking for feedback. We're going to keep doing this format, the fishing and random take, for sure. But we want to hear more from you guys about,
Yep.
what to do, what we should talk about, all that fun stuff. But Patreon, also join us there because that's where a lot of the changes and discussions will actually unfold due to the fact
Yes.
that we don't want to take up more time of people who just want to listen to the podcast. That extra stuff will be over on Patreon, which you already heard in the ad. So I don't know why I'm droning on about it here at the end of the podcast. Tim, what do you
Hey,
want to? I was just ranting on there.
I got one last thing to say because I want to keep everybody updated as we're going through this because we put out our list of goals for
Yeah.
this new year.
Yes.
And because I am the back to back champ in my fantasy league,
Oh,
I will be making the ice fishing camera a reality.
yeah, dude.
Mm.
You can go over to realaf.tv and see right there at the top of the page, basically, the goals are posted. You can just click on it. Keep us in check, community. Come on, fishers.
Yeah.
Keep us in check. Join us
Fishers.
in the conversation. Oh, I know one thing. Whatever. We'll just start fading out here. Over the summer, to get back to the funk stuff, over the summer,
Yeah.
there was a funk barbecue that got fed up